I'm always looking to switch things up and try different cell phone carriers out there because I do believe that most carriers have their own unique value propositions with their own things that they do either super well or some things that they do super not well and they can improve on. So that's where Twigby Mobile comes into play. I was looking to sign up for a service that might not get as much attention as Visible or US Mobile, for example, but it still has the foundation of a much more expensive carrier. So do you want to take a guess what network Twigby Mobile uses? No, it's not the Twigby Towers. While that name does sound pretty cool, or something like you might see in Fortnite, Twigby Mobile uses the good old trusty Verizon network. So because it uses Verizon's network, you might put in the same category as something like Visible, which also uses Verizon's network. You might be wondering how something like this stacks up to something like Visible, considering it's the same network, but that's going to be a topic for a full review coming soon. For now, Twigby Mobile has one basic plan type with different allotments of data per month at different price points. Luckily, you won't break the bank here with Twigby Mobile, so for 2 gigabytes of data, that costs you $15 per month. 5 gigabytes of data costs you $20 per month. 10 gigabytes of data costs you $25 per month. And finally, their unlimited plan data will rack you up a bill of $35 per month. Keep in mind, according to the broadband facts label, taxes and fees are actually not included in their prices. So you'll be paying slightly extra, unfortunately, than the advertised price, which is definitely a little bit of a bummer in my opinion. So, I mean, now that you know the basics of Twigby Mobile, let's grab our phones and see how difficult this service is to activate. Hopefully, it will not be difficult and it will be easy. I'll be activating a second line on my personal iPhone with eSIM, and for those interested, I'll provide an affiliate link to activate, which will help support my channel at no extra cost to you. So, let's jump into it. Okay, I've grabbed my phone and now it's time to activate. I'm always a little bit nervous because I do this on the fly with these videos, so hopefully I have a good experience. So I provided a link down below which I will use to be activating my service. So you can click that link or just go directly to Twigby Mobile's website. Okay, I'm on their website and here you'll see things like plans, bring your phone or your account. I am just going to click the three dots or the three hot dog lines, hamburger, I don't remember what it's called, but anyway, so I'll click that. And so I'm a new customer, so I'm going to click new customer, and let's see here, there's Twigby phones or bring your phone. I am bringing a phone. You can see you can shop around a little bit, see what options are available, but if you want to bring your own phone, which I feel like most people will probably be doing, yeah, you'll want to click bring your phone. And here you'll see that Twigby Mobile supports eSIM, which is great because you could activate instantly and you don't need to wait for a SIM card in the mail or anything like that. So phone compatibility checker, enter your 15-digit IMEI. Okay, so there's a couple ways of finding an IMEI. Here it says dial hashtag 06 whatever. I don't like that way. I'm just going to go directly into the settings app on my phone. So let's go into settings, and once you're in settings, you'll go to general and then you'll go to about, and you'll want to scroll down until you get to available SIM. So in my case, since I already have a active phone carrier on my phone, I want available SIM IMEI2. So you hold on this and you can click copy, and now that you've done that, go back into your web browser and then paste in that number. So I've pasted in that number. I'm gonna click check. I am not a robot. Okay. And why is the check phone button not working? I wonder if it doesn't like that there's spaces in here. So I already ran into a little bit of a hiccup. So I pasted the number in here, which didn't work. So I am going to try actually typing in the number from scratch and seeing if that works. So Twigby, if you're watching this, you might want to fix that. So anyway, I typed in the number, I'm going to click I'm not a robot, and it worked. Hit check phone. eSIM instant activation. Yes, this is what you want to click. So now that I've clicked eSIM instant activation, there's a couple more options. You want to type in your email, confirm your email, your first name, your last name, a password for your account. You want to confirm that password, and then you need an account PIN, which looks like it needs to be 4 characters. So I'm going to type all of that in. Account PIN must be 4 characters. So I'm not going to say what mine is, but I have an idea for what I would like to do. So pick your favorite 4-digit PIN to put here. Okay, I've clicked I'm not a robot. and it keeps loading. For some reason, when I click the I'm not a robot thing, sometimes it could take a second to load, but it took a second to load. The checkbox is there. I'm good to go. Select my year of birth. For me, that is 2000. And now I can create account, which I'm going to do now. All right, so now I've created an account. So there's keep your number or get a new number. I am going to click get a new number since I'm activating a new service and not transferring over an old number. So get new number. Okay, so now it looks like I just need to enter my first name, my last name, my address, my city, state, zip code. So obviously I'm not going to show this or I will blur it out, but enter in all that information wherever you live. So that's kind of funny. It told me that they couldn't verify the address as I entered. However, we did find an address that's similar. Basically, instead of putting street, it shortened it to ST. So yeah, I'm gonna click use USPS address there and then click continue at the bottom. And this brings me to the option of all of their plans. So there's Wi-Fi only, which I don't really quite understand, 2 GB, 5 GB, 10 GB, and unlimited. All price plans are monthly. So I'm going to do unlimited, whichever one you want to do, just click select all the way at the right. If you're not sure how much data you use, I would recommend going a little bit higher and then tracking it every month, which you can do in the settings app under cellular, and then see how much you truly use. Generally, for like a somewhat heavy user, 10 gigabytes is quite a bit per month. Unlimited is just nice because then you don't have to worry ever about how much data you're using. So I clicked select and now I'm going to click continue at the bottom. So now I'm in the checkout process. So it looks like that they automatically gave me a $10 per month discount for a couple of months, which is definitely nice. So the plan is $35, but I could get it for $25. Twigby actually provided me a code to test the service, so I'm going to put that in my promo code. However, you will be paying whatever the amount is here under total. So once you're ready to check out, you click checkout at the bottom. Now you're still kind of in your cart or whatever, so it looks like you can put a referral in here. So if somebody referred you to Twigby, you could put their information in here. Otherwise, you just click purchase at the bottom. And then with going through the checkout process, there was a spot to put a credit card. So I entered all of that information and then I click purchase at the bottom of the web page. So now it says for eSIM, you'll receive an additional email on how to activate. So go to the email that you use to register your account. So now that you got an email with your QR code thing, you're probably wondering how you can activate, you're like, how do I scan a QR code when it's on my phone? That doesn't make any sense. Well, anyway, so take a screenshot of the email and then go into your photos. So once you go into your photos and see, here's the photo I'm bringing up right now. So I have that, and then in the bottom right, there's a little text read icon thing. Okay, so click that. Once I click that, you can see it highlighted kind of the QR code. So then hold your finger on the QR code and then click add eSIM. Once you click add your eSIM, it'll say activate your eSIM. iPhone will share your whatever. iPhone may temporarily connect to a network to do this. I don't really know what that means, but just click activate. Now it says connecting to your carrier. It could take a few minutes, and that did not take a few minutes at all. Your new eSIM, your new eSIM from Verizon is available. And like I said, Twigby Mobile uses Verizon, so that's not that crazy that that's what that says. Maybe this is the part that actually takes a few minutes. Okay, so just about a minute later, it says this number is now active on this iPhone. Click done. Now let's go in the top right into Control Center, and you'll see Verizon and Twigby. And there's data. Both use the same network, so I'm not surprised that both have the same amount of bars. So you did it. Congratulations. That's Twigby Mobile activation. So overall, that was fairly painless, just aside from that little issue I had at the beginning when I couldn't copy in my eSIM and I had to manually type it in. It just seems like they need to put a different trim function on their website. So not a huge deal, but from the moment I signed up to actually having service on my phone, the whole process took maybe about 20 minutes or so. I like that Twigby makes it straightforward with the QR code option, and hopefully taking a screenshot kind of makes it easy for those that might not know how to do that. I've installed a couple of eSIMs before, and it was among the easier ones that I've done. So for those worried about switching carriers, this seems pretty straightforward and something that most people should be able to do. So that's Twigby Mobile for now. Budget-friendly plans, Verizon's network, and a relatively easy process to activate with eSIM. I'll be testing out their service more over the next few weeks to see kind of how it holds up with call quality, data speeds, and just overall reliability compared to other networks that I've tested. So if you want to see a full review, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching. This has been Riley with the Riley Reform channel. I'll catch you in the next video, and I hope your day is as pleasant as you are.